I'm mad. You know why I'm mad? For one thing, I have all these empties to deal with, but on the other hand, OBS doesn't like Trainz. And I do like Trainz. And it feels bad that OBS is making me start and stop so much. You know? Forgot it made me not signal at the crossing. I didn't use my horn. I could have hit somebody on this road that goes to nowhere, like the Talking Heads song. It would have been tragic. It would have been tragic. Anyway, so this got paper in it. Really ought to bring these with us. It's not a really ought to, it's a we need to. So just gonna be getting these real quick, popping them on the front, and then we're gonna OBS hates Trainz. It does. I don't know why. It's like this is the first time it's ever acted like this, and it's Trainz Hero Simulator that pushed it over the edge. Alright, so I should be able to just like hit the brakes, reverse, grab these cars, you know, as you do. It's Trainz phobic. It's such a Trainz phobic program, and I just hate that, because like, you know, it's a program just like, oh, okay, let's stop that. Okay, there we go. Rough handling, and it's fine. It's worth it to not fail the thing from derailing a train. If you ask me, in my biased opinion. So for some reason, it's these center two cars that got loaded. Machinery parts that last a lifetime. Okay, apparently. A what? The game store. They have their own box car, apparently. Very unrealistic. Retail would never use rail to ship things. Anyway, they always ship stuff to stores using trucks. They don't use trains. They never use trains. They hate trains because they're Trainz phobic as well. Here I go again. Cut power further. Rough handling? That's not rough handling. This is rough handling. Stop the train, please. I don't want to break anything. Alright. So the train is back together after a little bit of on-the-job shunting. And we're good to go. Good to go back down the mountain. Don't know why I'm talking like this, but I am. So deal with it. Once again, I have no idea what this bit is. I'm sorry. Anyway, yeah. We got a long way down the mountain. We gotta backtrack all the way back to where we started. So, you know, I'm putting on the music for this one. I forgot to switch these back. Damn it. It was going so well. full power in reverse. Once again, we're reversing. It's... Have I done a 3-point turn with a train? I think I have. I will when I go this way. That's amusing. Full speed ahead. Okay, just brake. And then full speed. Nope, that's the wrong way. It's so not into going quickly. That's okay. This music fire, it is indeed fire. You know, it's not fire, the 30-mile-per-hour speed limit I must follow. You got a link for a stream music playlist? It's just a video that's called stream music. Hold on. By a guy. Yeah, that, sure. Oh, the link's too long. Oh, it's called I'll just copy the title. This. I don't have an actual playlist. I should probably make one. It would be like personalized, which would be nice, but I also just don't have the time. It's like 5 hours of just random Nintendo music. Set that back, right? I hope so. Yeah, it looks like I did. Oh my gosh, the rain is cleared up. Oh my gosh, there's a power plant. I also kind of scope out where I need to take that steel. I still don't know. I think it might be there. YouTube actually gave you what you were looking for? Yeah, it's the miracles of modern technology. It's probably where I need to take some of the steel. Wait, no, where's the fruit going? Ricochet Freight. Where the fuck is Ricochet? Oh, Ricochet Freight's down there. Okay. We really are just going all the way back down. Flying all the way back down. At maximum speed. Cinema. Whoa, look at that bloom. The God rays for Trainz. It kinda broke for a second, more than a second. I know how short this section of 40-mile-per-hour track is, but you know what? I'm gonna embrace it. Just for a little bit. And then it's back down to 30. On our lovely ride through the wilderness. I'm sure if this game didn't come out in 2019, this would look really, really beautiful right now. But, you know, that water is... It is. This is what... yeah. Winding again. Hey, that's where we're going. We're gonna take a long roundabout way of getting there. Also, holy moly, the speed limit on this route is so slow. I'm jamming out now. If I remember correctly, there's a crossing up here somewhere. Yeah. It's so much shorter to just go that way. What? But alas, the limitations we face, it's rough. If I gave it a little more juice. Just a little more, you know? Not too much. Just a little bit. Hey. On a little bit of a 40 here. Never mind, it's going back down to 35. Need to reduce speed still. Good times. I'm surprised YouTube does detect the songs for copyright. Yeah, I don't know how that works. I guess it's not DMCA'd in case like people are recording themselves playing Nintendo games. But like I don't know, that seems like something that Nintendo would be fine with, like not caring about. Well, actually, I don't know. They might like recognize the marketing value of having people play your game on YouTube. Because like when that happens, stuff pops off. Cinema. Farming wallpapers right now. Boom. 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 That's not composition on that's not great. Boom. Oh my gosh. You'd think that, but Nintendo really likes to strike people for dumb stuff. Yeah, I've heard some tales. Excessive curve speed. Uh-oh. All the cargo just got thrown to the wall. Something about Breath of the Wild all being striked. I've definitely heard that they don't like people who post anything about their content on the internet, which like I mean they're allowed to be mad, I guess, but everyone else has a lot more chill And I'm kind of surprised that they don't get more shit for it. But then again, they're Nintendo, so like, it's probably part of it. Because, like, you know, but they made the Mario Bros. It's like, I mean, I don't know. They're just chilling with it. It's just the way it is. I think it's 30 for a while. Oh, we're going up to 35, alright. Ever so slight power increase. Technically speeding, but like, does it matter, you know? The answer is I sure hope not. What the hell? Odd ground glitch. What? I don't know. 35 and a 30? Okay, that's bad. We gotta cut speed. I think we're almost back to, yeah, we're almost back to the yard. Then the real fun begins. Because, what, we have a bunch of empties to get rid of. I got a plan for that, though. Wait a minute. Oh, I guess we're picking up the steel now. YouTube copyright is a broken system anyways, so whatever. I liked the Tom Scott video that was like, YouTube's copyright system is adapting the world's unadjusted system to the modern landscape of the internet, and all things considered, it doesn't do a bad as job as like it could. It's still kind of fucked, a little more than fucked, but like, considering most copyright law was put into place back when the internet was not a thing in the slightest, and it, you know, in that sense, it does a pretty okay-ish job. Still don't like it, but you know, it could be worse at least. Which is not in any way an endorsement. Let's get some steel. What did we just load? Steel rods. Okay, well, guess we got steel rods now instead. That wasn't really my plan, but whatever. We're gonna have to send another train back there to get the rolls, the coils. I mean, probably with a shunter, realistically. Just because that just makes sense, you know? That's just the way it is. How's this little guy doing? We could prepare for that train's arrival. Which, here it comes, arriving right now. Our very own local train. What do you think about the Switch 2? I don't have it. And I haven't thought about it much, I'm not gonna lie, because I don't own it, and I'm not really interested in playing Mario Kart World. Like, I think the Donkey Kong game on it looks kind of nice, but like for $500, I don't really need to play that badly. I mean, I'm spending money to spend money, realistically, when you're buying that thing. So like, I don't have a strong of opinions on it, probably because like, not a big console gamer most of the time. I dabble in consoles, but like my bread and butter is stuff on the computer. Might buy it a year or two from now when there are more than 2 new games on it. Yeah, there's also just I've heard that there's just no games on it, pretty much. Like well, there's games on it obviously, but not like $500 worth of new games. Okay, so while we're moving this one, we're gonna do some more advanced shunting techniques. I'm gonna get out a third locomotive set. Kind of feel like using a steam locomotive, but I also want to use these Southern Pacific ones, because like, you know, that just sounds nice. We'll pick based on horn. Alright, that one's losing. And then always bought consoles late. I think that is a good thing, because sometimes the price gets like shifted down if it's not selling well. Buy a Wii U a month before the Switch is announced. I mean, the Wii U still has games on it though. Oh man, I can't decide, the steam locomotive or the diesels. This is too complicated. What are your opinions on this ever important matter? Pop this one back there. Then we got these papers go to printing. So we can have this train start reversing. We'll make them talk to each other. You should have your bell on. This will be, these two are paper ones, right? Yep. Offset paper. Kind of like the steam locomotive, just the idea of it, you know? It'd be funny. But at the same time, I also like the idea of the other ones. Swap that. Power ahead. I think I'm going to do the steam locomotive. Because, like, what could you ever not absolutely love about this? Besides, the pollution. But we don't need to talk about the pollution. It's more useful if it's there. I'll just like stop it. Honestly, I just wish every game is released on PC. Having to own a specific $100+ box to play certain games is super annoying. This is true. However, from a business perspective, I kind of get why they need to do those exclusives. Because like otherwise, nothing sets you apart from a PC at all. And then it's kind of like, damn, why even buy a console if it all goes on PC? So they kind of want you to need it, which is not fun. I'm only gonna have the bells on for trains that I'm actively moving, because I think that will help me keep track of everything. So this needs to back up onto the paper. I'm gonna pull that forward, decouple, move that one on to the empties line. Steam locomotive will come and get that iron. In my perfect world, consoles don't exist anymore. On the contrary, I think consoles should be able to like boot to an OS, because like the Xbox Series, like the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Series X have like decent performance, so like being able to like sell that and like buy one of those for your like gaming computer and then boot an operating system off of that, I think has like a lot of potential. Like I think the Xbox would sell better if Microsoft was like, also you can boot Windows off of this thing. Now, do I think they'd ever do that? No. But if it was the case, I think a lot more people would want to buy one. We're not going to move this one just yet because we're going to get steel. Actually, we should probably get steel with this one. Set bell on for that one. Because like $500 computer in this day and age that could do 4K 60 for some games, it's like unheard of. And the value proposition is there. But like forcing people to buy one is like, I mean, technically you're not forced to, you can just not play the game, but like, come on, you know you want to play the game. Pull that forward, this will, these are going there. That puts us in an interesting position. Technically, every game will be on PC eventually when someone inevitably emulates the console it's on, and someone also rips a copy of the game. This is true. It'll happen one day. But will the people wait? Is the ultimate question. I think the answer is no. Which is fair. I wouldn't want to wait like 20 years for some ridiculous thing. Just for like one game, I wouldn't do that. Half-Life 3, Portal 3. Anyway, definitely not how I played every Pokemon game worth playing. I think that's how he played every Pokemon game worth playing. It's an unload done. Okay there, pal. Let's not get a little carried away here. I want to attach these four at the end. There's now been a derailment. No, there fucking hasn't. What are you talking about? Oh. There has been a derailment. Well, looks like that's the end of... No, let's just chill with it. Okay. The session will now be terminated. Yeah, fuck that. Okay, I don't care. I do things my way. Just because I put a train on the ground in my carelessness. Okay, Norfolk Southern does that all the time, and no one ever, you know, tells them to shut down. So why should I be bullied into this? Company, switch the damn switch. Thank you. Okay, stop there. Bell on. We're going with some modern equipment. Wii Music is like for it's all time. It's an all timer. It will never fade into irrelevance. Okay, that's not true. Everything will eventually, but it's gonna last a while. All Nintendo games on the Wii go crazy for the music. I don't know if that's true for Wii Chess. I don't remember what the Wii Chess music is like, but I think you're probably right. Just, you know, doing my duty. Don't mind me. Swap this like that, like that, like that. I think we're good to go. Who's going in our giant row of empties, by the way. I hope they're empty. I think they are. I think the only things left we have to unload are these 4 fruit cars and then those flat cars with the steel on them. And then like the one that we need to load as well. I gotta figure out where one of these is going. Yeah, so these I think are just going in there. So we can do that. Like no problem, you know? We Chest Goes Hard. I haven't listened to it. I'm not gonna lie. I have at some point, but I don't remember it off the dome. Oh good, they cleaned up my mess. Don't have to worry about it anymore. We did kill the switching locomotive though. That is a bit of a bummer. I like how goofy they look. I'm gonna drop speed to like 3 while I focus on lining this up. Get your fruits and vegetables delivered by steam locomotive, as one does. Releasing handbrake on Consist 43, hell yeah. So one more. Full steam. No, we're not doing that. Give me that. So now we got one more steel thing to load. How do I want to do this? I think I'm gonna do this one to get the new steel. And then this one is gonna grab that and do some maneuvering. We're cooking. Not again. Oh, okay. I was worried because it's being finicky. I thought you hated shunting, and I was like, what's wrong with shunting? Everyone loves shunting. Everyone loves yard work. I know I do. Stop the train. This is going that way. I think you should be able to stop now too. Nope, you're literally sitting on the points. That's not what we need. Ooh, trains. Ooh, a stop sign. Making sure I got all my switches lined up. Looks like it. This thing should be good to go backwards. Got places to be. No, I don't. Who am I kidding? I've been playing comedically a large amount of Train Simulator though, considering a lot of things. Let's see, so now we gotta slow that so we don't derail in the yard again. This can speed up. Contact, move forward. It's moonwalking like Michael Jackson. So it's a smooth locomotive. Leak total playtime hours on Trainz, it's not that much. I'm not gonna lie, bro. It's 40.5 hours. 40 and a half. That's nothing in the gaming biz. All these are lined up. I'm just locked in right now. Switch back, power forward. It's my most played game. If we're merging City Skylines and City Skylines 2, it's the City Skylines franchise. Otherwise, it's Team Fortress 2. I like to build cities because it's fun. Switch. I need you to switch. Clicking on the switch. Switch the points. Switch the point. This is not a joke. This is not a funny haha. There we go. Okay. We're doing an advanced maneuver here called causing a train crash in Cities Skylines. I have to check. Hold on, I'm tabbed out right now. Original City Skylines, I have 542.1 hours. Plus City Skylines 2, I'm sitting at a comfortable 93.3 hours. And Team Fortress 2, I have 546.1 hours. You can stop there. Well, this guy gets out of the way. Which, like, hurry up with it, mate. Come on, be done with all day. You know, some of us have places that we're trying to go. Like the steel mill. Favorite recreational activity. This is gonna be some precision scheduled railroading right here. No, it's not. But that means something completely different. Well, we gotta stop. One of these switches is not aligned correctly. There we go. I have 790 hours in Geometry Dash, and it's not even my most played game on my cooked. I don't know. I have a lot of games that I'm like spread thin across for my playtime. So like, which means like in a fun twist of fate, I'm not good at any of them. That's fun. Why have you derailed? I literally switched this back. I didn't switch the second one though. I'm gonna have a stroke. Okay. I think with that, it is like now impossible to complete the rest of this because I need those, and they are now gone because I am fucking stupid as fuck. So, yeah, don't save the session. It's not worth it. That happened. That's a lot of work. What else do we got here? Mojave Subdivision. Milwaukee Road, Avery, Drexel. Where's my goat? Pro Train. Moving the weight of the world is crazy. Altoona Works does not. I don't think it still exists. Yo! That looks cool if it didn't cost real world money. It's $35, by the way. Sequoia Valley, another $35. But look at that big old dam. Season Town in Northern. I literally have this for free in... If I go to my collection, look at all the trains that I have. I think some of these are mods. Actually, I don't think so. $35 is actually crazy. Yeah, it's so expensive. Mojave Subdivision. I'd like to download this, please. Purchased. These are just the free ones. Is the one I have is the free. You know, we'll take it. I will take it because I wish I had like the New Era ones as well, because that was like the first PC one I got. What am I downloading right now? There's 2 minutes remaining. Should I create a route? Is that a good idea or a bad idea? Content samples. Getting the small details close to the ground correct is essential to making the world look and feel as real as possible. This route has been designed to show off the finer details of content creation. In the route, you'll find many small snippets of new and existing content that allows you to see how it has been created, enabling you to learn from and start to piece together your own detailed environments. So this is a... I don't know, up to you. Oh, I wanna... edit route. Let's take a look-see. So, it's all about details. And how do you pan the camera? For the love of all that is holy. I'm just gonna assume that you can't for now. I know you can. I don't know how. Oh, it's arrow keys. Ew, yuck. Anyway, hey, look, it's the Rocky Mountaineer, which is like the flagship train of this game. For some reason. Okay, we're going all over the place. Is that missile train from North Korea? Why are these here? Trainz Center? I mean, we do support trans rights, but like, there's no details here. This is where the fun details come in. So we got paint, we got rocks, we got desert. I'm pretty sure all these are like individual assets that they placed. We got sand. Okay, this sand looks like shit, I'm not gonna lie. Looks too steep. This sand looks better, to be honest. It's too bumpy, too wavy. I don't know. Now this, wow, they made it look like a polluted hellhole. They're gifted. What can I say? You got like little fence, like lines you can draw. They got those for bushes as well. It seems. Oh no, that's more fence. I know they have them for hedges though. Look at this dirt road. It's a sound emitter. I don't know what that is. Is this for a bird flying overhead? I think it might be for the bird. A farmhouse, a little industry area. You know, it is pretty cool how many details you can fit. Then there's just this. I don't know what's going on there. And oh, look, it's a bridge. Isn't that so cool? Yeah. I don't know. I used to have a save, but I guess now we'll create a route. Why not? Call it stream thingy. Session name. Sure, why not? So this is the very base of everything. I kind of want to I don't know. The core of it, I usually start kind of by making just like a strip of like track. This is narrow gauge. This is not gonna work. Okay. 30. No, that's standard. Okay. Concrete. This is like, yeah, that's a little high tech for my taste. Going old school. One track. Okay. One track that looks like it's been through the war. Probably because it has. Can you double track? What are these? Oh. It's concrete again. We don't do concrete in this household. We use wood ties like a man. I fucked it up. Stop snapping to the... Oh my gosh. Don't you dare snap. Okay, I'm having a bad time. Okay, move this. I want this to be double tracked. See if I can make a little environment. And then that'll be the finale. Just trying to get this damn thing to work. Stop. I hate everything. Good night. Have fun sleeping. I'm gonna mess around with this for a little bit. I'll probably end on that. Radius small. This rock totally messes up the track. Makes it disappear. That's crazy. Okay, yeah. How about no? Let's just make everything grass for a second. Okay. This is Trainz through the Windows XP wallpaper. So my vision for this is it's gonna be like some old track that's not particularly well maintained. Through a less classy part of a town. Because I think there's more detail that you can add in that scenario than like high-speed line through luxury condominium. Like it's all boring. You can hear them playing Valorant in the other room. This is gonna be the focal point here. So roadways. Ash pit, brick wall, car park lines, car splines. What about like culvert, dirt road, 2-lane. Is there a way for me to like lower it so the rails stick through? I have no idea. I don't remember. Oh, that's not right. Spline height. That's the one. Alright. So we're gonna just like gently have the rails poking through. Like that. it's like, oh well, look, it's all, and then we'll get a prop. What about some grass, huh? Oh my gosh, I'm gonna be here forever. Okay. I don't like having that one in the road. It seems too big for that. Again, it's my accuracy is pretty bad. But you already know that if you've tuned in for a Valorant stream. Ayo, got him. Gonna be here a while. Grade crossing, generic tank. Yeah, that's not. I mean, we're gonna come back to that undoubtedly. What I don't like is that the fact that the road floats. Like, by default. What is that, you know? Stop. No, stop it. Okay. Editor does not... It leaves some things to be desired. Okay, there we go. Honestly, I'm kind of okay with that. No, I'm not. I'm not fooling anybody with that nonsense. I'm not okay with that. Man, it bothers me so much. I don't know. JR, like Japan Railways? No. It is in fact not Japan Railways. Oh, there's 2 tracks though, so... Pop down, little railroad crossing, 2 tracks. Just so they know. There's no confusion here. Okay, I'm rotating the grass right now. There we go. So we got the that, just in case. I want a road. Road 2L? I think I can get behind Road 2L. It's going to be running in a straight line. Parallel to the rail alignment. And then I'll kind of keep up the... A little bit of a darker bit here, and then gravel. Predominantly gravel, I think. That's what it should be. You know? Just to kind of give it that rundown kind of look. Bonus points if there's like a really rundown looking thing that I can put here, like a rundown rail car. I don't know if there is. Hold on. I thought it had graffiti in it, but it doesn't. Okay. Just cause grain. There's something. No, not grain. I swear there's like rail cars with graffiti on them in here somewhere. I'm not crazy. Ooh, this one has some. Yeah. Something like that. I don't know. We'll deal with that later. So, gas station. Gas station? Oh, we're on the wrong section. It's the gas station Flying A gasoline. That looks like exactly the type of place to, yeah, this is gonna be the one. Where's it gonna be? No, that one's too new. I want this place to look dated. Ooh. I mean, we're gonna use that asset. But, right now let's lay out our little gas station here. So, I feel like this thing in the back, I'm gonna have a fence between these two, and then this is gonna be like right up against the road. It's not the type of place to have sidewalks. It's gonna be out in the middle of nowhere. So, but that is like perfectly abandoned and derelict. Area under construction. I think that's area under abandonment, quite frankly, but agree to disagree on that. There's track. Yeah, no. No, that's not really what I'm looking for either. I mean, it's good for like here. But like gravel, it's not. Turn down the scale a bunch. Does this work? No, not really. Also not really. Kinda. I kinda like that for here. Well, I would if it didn't get rid of everything that was already there. Dirt? Why is everything raising things? What is this? What is this that we're doing here, eh? I just don't understand. Why won't it just not, you know? Asphalt. Come on. Okay, it's the shining beacon of reason that we need. Asphalt damaged. Yep, we're doing this one. It just has to be this one. Kind of want a tire rack. Yeah. Let's get some details in here. Price sign. Put this right out by the road, please. Give us money, please. We beg of you. Icebox, yeah. Perched up right against it like that. Ooh, a general store. Doesn't look nearly as dilapidated as I would prefer. Ooh, generic tank. This might actually, we might have a good one here. I kind of like that one, but it's like a accessory almost to this giant abandoned building. If it just has like a little tank outside of it for literally no reason, it doesn't have to make sense. It just has to look kind of feasible. The grass. We could put like bits of grass coming through. Also, I kind of like this for here. This will need like a dead tree or something. Hold on. Dead azalea bush? That kind of works. What are there for cars? Semi-truck. Stormbringer. Which of these looks most likely to break down? I don't know. Put like, this place is still gonna be open. It's just gonna be in like a real state of disrepair. So there's gonna just be like a car there. They're getting gas, you know. A teenager who works here is gonna be parked out back. They're sporting what are they sporting? Okay, who am I kidding? This is what they're sporting. They work. They tend to the thing alone. The mechanic thing doesn't actually exist. Nobody works here. Nobody's worked there in years. Can I get a shipping container? No. Yeah, I can. Just to highlight that this bit is not exactly in use at the moment. But hey, they try their best. I want like a chain link. Oh, with barbed wire and everything? I think barbed wire is a bit much for this area. Still barbed wire. It's no. Concrete wall? No. Farmyard fence? No. Industry? I could kind of see industry. Tall wood. Chain link. Is there one without the... Yeah, like that. I think it's still got barbed wire on it, actually. No, it doesn't. Okay. And that's the one I want. Because it's not a barbed wire kind of place, you know? We actually don't know because it's not a real place. But, for fuck's sake. That's one thing that is a bit of a pain sometimes, is that, but straight and spline. It's gonna work eventually. Split. There we go. So now, you know, we got a little area fenced in here. Administration office. What does this look like? Administration office. Yeah, that's not really. Airport crash truck. Meh. Now this, on the other hand, this is the type of structure that I would expect to see next to these railroad tracks. Kind of like, oh, it's in Russian. That's AM radio tower. Okay, probably have one of those eventually. This truck, it's very British. Baseball scoreboard, barrel. Seasonal. I want a barrel here. BC office building. It's a little too upscale for this area, not gonna lie. Wind turbine. Ooh. It's all about the story you want to tell here. And that one does fit the story quite well, actually. Liquors, liquor store. Does it specify beach? It does specify beach. In that case, we're not using it. Big shed. I think random shed is pretty on brand. Like what is there? Why can't I adjust this height more precise than a meter? That bothers me. GM locomotives, I don't think these exist anymore. Yeah, they don't make these anymore. Oh well. Actually, yeah, that's probably... billboards are usually farther away from the street. They're like this. Fruit wine, non-alcoholic. That's crazy. Build to equipment. Block small. Block big. I don't know. Kind of like the idea of like these tiny little houses and buildings cropped up. It's a gas station. This one will be a little farther back from the road, I think. Probably like here. This will be a lot. It just needs to like have the general vibe of like people don't really live here anymore. Well, okay, they do. They're gonna live here, but like people don't really want to live here anymore. So like a suburban street kind of thing. Well, not suburban, like a Strode, more like it. It's kind of the play. I'm gonna fix this. I shall do that. Okay, yeah, that's fair. No, that's a fair point. Get spline. And add spline. Maybe not. Maybe we don't do that. Do spline point. Insert spline point. That's what I'm looking for. insert a spline point there, a slime point, and then I can move this down to beneath the road. And I'm cooking. I'm not cooking. Who am I kidding? So then it's like, oh, the dirt road disappears naturally on its own. Okay, so this bit, I don't know if this really needs anything or if the abandoned and desolate look suits it. Damn, this place even depresses me. Get some more asphalt damaged in here for this one. But then this one's gonna be bare concrete. No, it's gonna be okay. Bare concrete around the building, and then probably asphalt. But like on the smallest possible scale. Wait, maybe I want the largest possible scale? No. I want it to be small. I don't know, I don't like how big the rocks are in that still. Just kind of feels off. Yeah, whatever. So now it's time for some old shipping containers, eh? Oh. Actually, you know what? That was a W typo, because this is a good prop. Airport control tower. Yep, fits right in. No. No, it doesn't. But you know what it does? Container blue closed. Let's just put down some of these. Corrugated hut. Damn. This place is really coming together in all the wrong ways. It's like if Red Flags was a place. Like, don't enter this building if you want to leave with all of your organs, you know? This is the type of place where they do sketchy behind closed door surgeries. I'm gonna have this one like blocking the front door. Really highlight just how little the owner actually cares about the property. This will be in front of the sign. This will be off the property technically. I want like a broken down car. If that makes sense. Get some tiles in there. Derelict barrel? Yo. Derelict caravan. Actually, I like that a lot for this space. Derelict car. Ooh. Derelict chair? Let me move the camera. Okay, that's a little too. Concrete? Oof. It is tempting. Couldn't even be ours to put the mattress in there. They're like also redoing the roof or something. Nah. But we'll add a little propane tank in there. Why is there a car seat here? I don't know. Gonna put some derelict barrels back here too. Just cause like don't want it to look too orderly. I mean, come on. Derelict car. I think this is like also a very suitable prop for this area. This one's a little worse for wear. It's a it's a bit of a fixer upper. One's like new. Serious offers only. I know what I've got. To highlight just how out of business this place is. Like this garage is. The gas station's still open, but they closed their repair shop. We're gonna put that in front just to really signal, hey, this ain't happening. I like the idea of there just being a derelict chair out here. And also there being one out here. You know, for fun. Skip bag. Oh, it's just trash. Okay. Derelict tractor. Derelict truck. Ooh. So there's gonna be derelict truck 03. You know, it just has to be here. Derelict water heater. Nah, we need to be like, nah. Now this is going right there. DIY superstore. I don't think that fits. They're too orderly. Pile of rails? Sure, why not? Plot twist, the railroad abandoned these buildings? What does it mean? It doesn't mean anything. But if it did, that'd be crazy. It can only go up 1 meter. That, I just don't like that. Put a little compressor out here. Just kind of two. It's like two people's like storage places that just kind of. They just kind of gave up on making them make sense after a while, and I forgot about them. One of them probably like died and left it to their kid, and then the kid didn't want to deal with it, so they just kind of left it to sit and gather dust. Dump truck? Yeah, it's not. Dump truck body. Hey, now that I can get behind. It's the nicest thing here. Dumpster? Yeah, we need some dumpsters around here. Okay, well they don't need dumpsters, but this business specifically, I was thinking should have a dumpster in the back. They'll go off to the side. Substation stuff. Ooh, factories, okay. Nah, I mean, maybe, but... That's too big, but it's got the right vibe. Just doesn't have the right vibe. Ooh. That's kind of tempting. It's also kind of tempting. That's too big. That's the right size. It's a little too nice. It's way too nice. Old farm building for a small corrugated thing. Fire station 1. Flowers, man. Football scoreboard. Ford Cortina. Okay, there's gonna have to be a, please tell me you got a white. Look, I'm not gonna comment on why there's a white van parked outside of that building. But it's there. And that's what matters. So, yeah, I think this is a good time to wrap up this stream, because I've been going for a while. But, this is a little environment I've made. It's... Well, I don't want to live in it, that's for sure. But, you know, that's just my personal thing. I'll lay out these buildings, actually, before I go completely. So this building is going to be, like, right here. And I kind of want this to be, like, a little business park that's, like, retained a little bit of its functionality. You know? So it's like... Maybe there's like a turn off here. Yeah, I like that better. So this will be like a corner. It'll probably have a street here as well. This will be housing. This will be like a grocery store. Is this? I mean, maybe. No. Storage building. Ooh, we love generic storage building and generic storage tanks. Kind of want to put a stop sign here, actually. It's supposed to be on this side. So that works. Oh, the Starview Motel. To me, that just kind of screams like tiny little town. Station basic, you got that right. There's nothing there. Single steel coil, steel pipes on ground. Water tank. Ooh, wait. For some inexplicable reason, there will be a barrier here. Okay, that is going to be a problem. Okay, never mind. I don't know. Link supermarket. This is what I was looking for. There'll be a supermarket back here. Off the old main thing. Also kind of like the idea of having a radio antenna somewhere around here. Probably on the other side of the tracks though, like there. Actually, I like having it there. I'll have like a little concrete base and the dirt path will go out to get it, and it'll be a whole thing. I think the dirt path is going to go to a farm, and I think the farm might be like an actual business on the thing. Rob's Motel and Cafe is going to go right here. Gonna have cars parked out in front. This is gonna kind of be like the main street, so we're gonna have a couple of buildings kind of isolated from everything. Like they're not isolated, but they're gonna be kind of far apart. Liquor King, actually. Yeah, this kind of fits with the vibe. Bank? Nah. Store on Main Street.
Can I get to me up here?
Yeah, sure. And then like Main Street across the way, or is it? That's part of Main Street. That works. So that's the general vibe that there will be. I might do like a rundown passenger station somewhere. That is obviously not seen a service in years. Just to add insult to injury, for this tiny little town that does not deserve the wrath that being created by me will send upon it. Anyway, yeah, it's gonna be an stream. You know how it goes. We do some stuff, we leave. Emphasis on the leave. You know. And I'll see you around, partner.